Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty78609, and what we're going to talk about today is new RV quality. Why? Because I read a couple of RV blogs and a couple of RV stories from magazines and stuff, and there are several people, including dealers and the manufacturers, are talking about the poor quality of the new RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes, all classes. And well, I'm not going to defend the industry nor any of it, because I've had 6 RVs. I've been full-time RVing for 25 plus years. I currently live in a 2021 Thor 4 Winds 22E Class C motorhome on a Chevy chassis, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. But for those of you that are new or fairly new to the RVing lifestyle, or those of you that are just fixing to purchase an RV to go see the world, you know, and enjoy the camping out there with the bugs and the snakes and all that stuff. Well, let me tell you, whenever you buy a recreational vehicle, that's what they're for. Basically, they're not really designed to live in them, and I've been living in them for 25 years, okay? But let me tell you, now this is a Thor 4 Winds, right? Well, when you buy the RV, or I bought this one, and every RV is the same way. They give you a whole stack of warranties. Okay, this is the pouch that holds the warranties for this Thor 4 Winds 22E. And is it full of warranties? Yep. And they're mostly good for 1 year. I've had this RV since December the 9th, 2020, which I ordered, and it took 4 months to get, or approximately. But anyway, when you look in here, there are lots of things, okay? All kind of stuff. You know, there's a warranty on the, oh, I won't go through all of them. There's a Connect 2.0 WineGuard thing for the Wi-Fi. There's a something to do with the TV. There's one for a water heater. There's one for the vent hood. There's one for the vent fans. There's one for the water heater. Then there's a owner's manual, and on we go. So basically what you have bought is a collection of components. Now, here is the real dilemma. Since we've had some of these, quote, shortages and things, quality probably has gone down, not only in the manufacturing of the RV, but in the products which go into the RV: refrigerator, range, air conditioner, blah, blah, blah. You know, all the stuff. So when you add all of that up, yeah, you probably definitely are going to have some issues. Well, not all the time. I mean, you may win the lottery. You may have got yours made on a Wednesday when everybody was sober, or whatever. And here, there's so many issues affecting the production of RVs today. It's just almost overwhelming. First of all, you got shortages of components. The component manufacturers have a shortage of plastics, chips, and all other kind of stuff. So they're kind of making do with whatever they can come up with to meet their quotas with the manufacturers of the RVs. And so what you get is, you know, it's just a cluster F, you know what I mean? If you're in the military, you know what that means. And and then on top of all that, the shortages and quality of products that are coming in to the unit to make this thing that you want, getting help in Indiana, where most of these things are made, is getting to be a real pain. In fact, some of the manufacturers are only working 4 days a week, and maybe less, because you'd think they'd be working 8 days a week, you know, because of the demand. However, they can't get employees, and the ones that are there. Now, this is not negative about the employees or anything like that, because it's just business, you know what I mean? The employees are saying, well, look, I mean, I don't mind doing the job, but old Joe Blow down there that builds XYZ product, they told me they'd pay me $30 an hour, and you're paying me $20, so I'm going down there. You see what I mean? And so the turnover is horrendous. So you got all these, quote, new guys building products, and they're having to learn, quote, on the job and on the run. And so, yeah, you got some issues. I ordered my motorhome in September of last year, September, and I got it in December. So I was in kind of just in the front of the curve. Have I had any issues with mine? No, other than the cab fell off on the ground. No, I'm kidding. No, I haven't had, knock on wood, I haven't had any real issues at all with this unit. Just minor stuff. But again, I've had 6 RVs. This is my first Class C motorhome, but I've had, 4 or 5 travel trailers, 1 fifth wheel, and did I ever have issues with them? Hell, horribly. I mean, you'd open a cabinet and you'd have the whole door in your hand. It just came off, or you'd be leaning back on your seat, and the seat back would break off because they don't screw them in; they staple them. You know what I mean? And I've had every issue you can have. I've had window leaks, all kind of stuff. Roof leaks. I've had them all. And so, do I think the quality today is any worse than it was years ago? I don't know, man. I never thought the quality was very good at all. I mean, maybe some I had a Casita, which the unit itself is all fiberglass. Of course, it was well built because it's just a fiberglass ball, and the cabinets were good and the refrigerator worked and all that stuff. But, all these components that you see me doing my hands like this. I don't know why in the hell I do that. You'd think I was Italian, but they're doing the best they can with what they've got. And hell, if you drive around your own community, you'll see that there's help wanted signs out everywhere. I don't know if it's not because people don't want to work or they don't have to work. Is everybody retired now? I mean, shit. Yeah, I go through like Alamogordo. You go down the main drag, White Sands Boulevard or whatever it is, Alamogordo, New Mexico, and you look at these fast food places. They have help wanted signs at every one of them, and other places as well. Walmart's got, you come in the entrance, help wanted, help apply here, apply there, you know what I mean? And so it's not a shortage of jobs, it's a shortage of people that are willing to fill them. Now, why is that? I've heard stories like, well, they're drawing unemployment, blah, 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 they make more on unemployment than they do this and that. And, hey man, do you blame a guy for doing that or a girl, whatever? You can argue both sides. Walk a mile in their shoes though before you do that. Now, do I have any recommendations for the manufacturers or the dealers? Well, the dealers are the ones that are in the box, because what happens is the manufacturer manufactures a crappy product. The dealer needs the inventory to make a living. So these products are coming in every day, and the dealer prep guys are looking at it and say, hey man, this thing's junk. The refrigerator fell out, the whole bottom's gone, they don't have a roof on it, and they're just doing so they repair all that stuff. Of course, they get reimbursed from the manufacturer, but sometimes they don't catch everything because they're busy too, right? The dealer prep guys are, they're under a lot of pressure to get these things back out there and out the door, you know what I mean? And so, old Joe Blow, me, buyer, comes in and buys one and pulls it down the highway, and the next thing you know, the refrigerator doesn't work, the hot water heater doesn't work, the air conditioner doesn't work, the awning won't go out or it won't come in, the slides out but it won't slide in, you know what I mean? All that stuff that you can have happen, and then you get leaks. So what I'm going to say is, knock on wood, again, my RV, my 2021 Thor 4 Winds, is good. And I will say this about Thor. Now, I'm not promoting Thor. There's a lot of negative stuff out there about Thor. There's negative stuff about every manufacturer out there. I don't care if it's Winnebago, Airstream, or whoever. You're going to find some people that got a lemon, so to speak. But the issues that I've had, although they've been fairly minor, I had the gas neck, the filler for the gas tank. It was crimped. And so I couldn't get under there and fix it. I tried and wasn't able to do it. So I called Thor and said, look man, I'm going to have to take it in and get it fixed. And they said, go ahead, we'll reimburse you. All you got to do is send them a copy of the invoice. And I did. Yeah, I had a mechanic crawl up under there, and he put new hose and the deal and the stuff and all that stuff. And it doesn't work perfectly now, but it works about 50% better, which is okay. Also, I had the exhaust pipe underneath, since it's a Class C, was rattling against a piece of metal underneath, and I tried to figure out what it was, and finally I had a mobile RV repairman putting in a vent fan for me. And I called Thor and I said, look, I got a rattle in there and I got a mobile repair guy here, and will you reimburse me if he crawls up in there and fixes what it is, because I think I know what the problem is. And yeah, so anyway, I got reimbursed for that. Boom, boom. Yeah, and it was pretty quick too. Within from the time that I sent them a picture of the invoice, and I mean, I just took a picture and emailed it to them, and yeah, with the VIN number and all that stuff. And you know, within 10 days, I had a check in the mail. So you know, as far as the warranty coverage by Thor, I have had no issues. I mean, I know that's scary, and I almost hate to say it because I don't want to jinx everything, but so yeah, I had a little issue with the door. You know, it wasn't, you know, you close the door and it would just, if you didn't lock it, it would just come back open. And I thought, well, that's cute. Well, you know, and there's no adjustment that I could see. I've had people leave comments, say, well, you turn this, turn that, well, whatever. I don't see it, and I've been fooling with RVs for a long time. But what I did was, ding, I thought, well, hell, I can fix it myself. I just got some WD-40, which everybody says I needed to use something else, but WD-40, it worked, you know, so I just sprayed it in there and jiggled the thing a little bit and then closed it. And what it was, it had kind of gotten dusty in there as you go down the highway and stuff, and the little thing that, never mind, it needed oil, okay? And so, yeah, that solved that issue. And as far as any others, water leaks and all that stuff, none. Again, but what does this all boil down to? It boils down to this: whenever you buy a new RV, be damn careful. How can you be damn careful? Well, have them before you drive it off or pull it off the lot. Have them pressure it up. You know, water pressure on. You know, so you can turn the faucets on and see the water run and go into the tank, you know what I mean? Not out on the ground or not running out on the kitchen floor. That's a biggie. And be sure all your electrical stuff works. You know, turn on the lights, check your outlets inside and out, because you've got outside plugs too. And I've bought a new RV before that the outside plug didn't work, and they want you to bring it back in. But here's another little tip. Don't take it in. They'll pay for mobile RV repairs. They will pay for mobile RV repairs. I have never known one that would not. And if it's an air conditioner warranty thing, they'll do the same thing. I've had air conditioners replaced, you know, by mobile RV repair people. I've had a refrigerator replaced by mobile RV repair. You know, like I can't remember, it was Dometic or whoever used it. It's all Dometic stuff. But yeah, so you don't have to take it in and leave it there for 6 months, because that's what it's going to take, because they're loaded, man. Their service department is overloaded with junk. You know, every RV repairman is going to, and they're doing the best they can to get them out, because they're under time pressure to get it. Because see, they only give them so much time. You know, if it's like replacing a cabinet door, well, they got a book, you know, to replacing a cabinet door, 1/2 hour. Okay. Well, let's just say he opens the cabinet door and he notices a water leak, and then boom, boom, boom. Enough said. And you know, then you got the hot water heater and stuff. But I could go on and on. Use mobile repair. Double check everything before you pull off or drive off in your motorhome. And I know you motorhome guys, you're really getting a bag of worms, because you've got, in my case, a General Motors warranty on the engine and not the chassis, because the chassis is jacked with by a company called MORryde, M-O-R-Y-D-E, MORryde. You know, they go in and make changes to the chassis. So if you have a problem with the chassis, which normally is good for 100,000 miles or more with the manufacturer like General Motors, they're going to say, poo-poo, contact MORryde, and maybe MORryde will take care of it, but I don't think you're going to have any issues like that at all. And then taking your vehicle in to a dealer, because it's a vehicle, and let's say you have an engine issue and you've got it's a new with it in warranty, and you're going to take it to the dealer to get it done. Well, some of them can't do it because you can't get it in the bay. You know what I mean? And so, you know, just be aware. So anyway, having said all that, what does all that mean? It means be careful, double check, triple check, and all that stuff, and enjoy your RVing, because once you get out on the road and everything goes to hell 3 or 4 times, you're over it. It won't bother you anymore, man. Have I been through it? Hell, I had a door fall off on Interstate 10. Are you kidding me? No, the door fell off on a 2-lane road in the middle of nowhere in Texas, and then on Interstate 10, a biggie. The awning on one of my RVs. Fortunately, it was the back part that came. All the bolts fell out, or some of them, and it was dragging. I was dragging it on the highway. You know what I mean? A trucker comes by and he's flashing his light, honked his horn, and I'm thinking, what the hell is that? So I pulled over, and yeah, sure enough. But anyway, those things happen. So anyway, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. Why? Because I make money doing that shit. You know what I mean? And no, but it doesn't cost you 1 penny. So if you're going to buy something from Amazon, use the link. It just takes an extra step. That's all, because you can buy anything you want, and Amazon takes care of me if you use the link. So anyway, guys, at ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, and what else? Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind. Boy, you need all the help in the world there. Don't watch the news, you know what I mean? Take the pressure off yourself. Relax. Adios, amigos, bye-bye.